So one of the other things that we would really like to be able to do is, of course, to fully script this, to be able to have no kind of interaction whatsoever. If you just want to be able to insert content into the Wibble system with all of the metadata and everything, but do so programmatically or via a script, using the output of any other kind of software in our system. And of course we can do that. We have a batch mode. So let me show you how that works. Now I'm not going to type all this command in because by definition it's really designed for kind of script use, and it would be very annoying to have to sit there and type it all every time. But here's an example invocation. So the idea is, as you can see here in this text editor file, this leaf pad here, you basically just provide the values for each field on the command line, and then finally you specify the from file to use that file content. You can, if you don't want to use from file, you can use a template. Now bearing in mind this is non-interactive, if you use a template it's going to create that file with that template content, but it's not going to automatically open up the editor there. But that might be potentially useful. Let's say for example you anticipate you decide for example that you have meetings every day, and you want to set up in advance meeting files correctly named and tagged and with the correct metadata. You could easily create a script that basically would go on and insert, pre-populate all of your next month's meeting kind of appointment files with these templates, all the metadata set up, and then you simply open it up each day and just fill it in. So that might be a use for the batch mode using a template, but probably more commonly you're going to use this from file, where it not only just creates the note, but it creates the note with the complete entire content of whatever it was you wanted to insert. But anyway, if we paste this command in here and run it, it gives you a confirmation, because at this point we haven't told it to do it automatically, so it's just checking, do you want to create this this Wibble note, called My Amazing Note, with a tremendous description and a file type of markdown and all these other values, and you press yes, and it goes ahead and creates that. And if we have a look at this, for example, Wibble search ID 4CF2 it created, and we can go dump both. You can see it's created a note with that metadata, and here's the content of that file. It's our usual kind of example file that we've been using. So that's the batch command. Now if you want to make it truly automated, put in auto as a flag. So let's just add that there. And now if I run it again, oops, if I select it all, if I run that again, there you go, it's gone ahead and it's inserted it immediately, no questions asked. So if you had some kind of script or program or piece of software that was kind of generating log files, or you wanted to capture kind of emails from NeoMot or something that were kind of output via a kind of script, because you wanted to store them because they contained important conversational information or whatever. The point is you can basically use this batch mode to make it fully integrated into whatever kind of scripting process that you like, and you'll find that all the content is there. And as you can see, what we created two basically identical notes with the same metadata, but they have despite being apparently identical, they do have two separate UUIDs, so they are entirely different in the system. But obviously that does kind of highlight the need to kind of think sensibly about trying to provide good or useful titles that help you to kind of discriminate things. Otherwise the only real difference between these is the date field and the UUID. Wibble search, let's say title My Amazing dump both again. So you can see, yeah, we have one at the 23:56 and then the next one 53 seconds later, and the two different IDs 641C and 4CF24. So that's the batch mode. So hopefully you can see how the batch mode, the ability to create notes from templates, the ability to create notes from files, the ability to create notes using a schema, the ability to create notes using a combination of schema and template or schema and from file, and to do things programmatically entirely via batch gives you many non-interactive scripting capabilities that make Wibble far more powerful than just simply always having to use it as an interactive tool. So yeah, that's the batch mode.